Happy Tuesday. We got a full 15 game slate. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven. It is Tuesday, August 29th. We got some more bets for you, some more research help. The grind continues with Major League Baseball. We had a 2-2 day yesterday. We'll get into it. It should have been better. Honestly, it really should have, but it is what it is. We'll go over that bets recap here in a second. Movie Monday, great answers, and we'll go over those in just a second, too. But I have one quick announcement. We will not have a video for Thursday and Friday this week. I know it sucks. I am still going to give out good hitter matchups and good pitcher matchups in the Discord for everybody who's a part of the Discord to see. But we have a 10-year wedding anniversary. Me and my wife are getting away from the kids, going on a long road trip for 4 days. And so there will be no YouTube video for Thursday and Friday's games. We will still be here for the Wednesday video, just so you guys know. I know it sucks, but we'll get bets out. I'll still put it out in Discord, and I'll put it out on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, and then also do a post on YouTube too. Maybe even a short from our road trip or something. So that's what's going on. Now, the movie Monday answers, guys. Dottie Hinson was a great one. I don't know why I didn't say that one, honestly, from A League of Their Own. Pedro Serrano, of course, from Major League was a really good answer. Roy Hobbs, the natural, that was great. And then kind of an underrated answer was Kelly Leak from Bad News Bears. That was a good answer, too. So those were the best hitters for a baseball movie in case you guys missed it. Those are some good ones. Love reading it. Thank you guys for participating every single week. It's awesome. So here we go. In this video, now, I know you guys are waiting for those bases props, the total baseless leaders again. You don't know the name of it, but you will find out. We will have that in the Wednesday video. It is not going to be in this one, so I'll give you the total base leaders tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow games. But in this one, good hitter matchups, good pitcher strikeout matchups, the pitcher report, and then we end it with the best bets. All right, I'm ready to roll. Smash that like button. Let's get into it. Let's check out that bets recap page. There it is. Trey Turner, Kerry Carpenter, 1+ at each. Got it done. Trey Turner with a bomb in his first at bat. Carpenter, I don't think he got a hit until his third at bat in that one. Over 9.5 Astros Red Sox. That was an absolutely no sweat win. That was just beautiful. Jose Altuve actually hit for the cycle today too, or yesterday. Here we go. Grayson Rodriguez over 17.5 outs. He got it. Pitched 6 innings. That was fine. Granke, who I told you went under 1.5 walks in like something crazy, 19 of 21 starts. He walked 2 guys and they were back-to-back hitters. He just had a brain fart for 3 minutes, walked 2 hitters for the first time in, or for the third or fourth time in like 23 starts, and that was it. He ended with 2 walks. I just couldn't believe it. I love that bet too, but we missed it by one freaking walk. And then I added Corey Seager, Seiya Suzuki, 1+ hit each. Seager got it done. Suzuki, thanks to me, his hitting streak is now over because I bet on him and he went 0 for freaking 4, killing me. Killing me. Just one hit there and one walk, and it's a 4-0 sweep. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. That is baseball. 2-2 day. It's time to get out of the hole. Let's get into it, and it starts out with the good hitter matchups. All right, let's go. It is time to talk some bats. We have 11 good hitter matchups for you for today. Let's go to check it out. All right, we start out with 3 Dodger players. That's right, Max Muncy, Will Smith, and Freddie Freeman, all hitting Merrill Kelly pretty well, which is surprising. Merrill Kelly is a good pitcher. And then we got Christian Yelich. How about 8 for 19, but all 8 are singles versus Justin Steele. Dansby Swanson was pretty impressive. 8 for 14 with 2 bombs versus Corbin Burns. That's right. That's not too shabby, that's for sure. And then if you look over on the right side, you got a couple Cardinals on the bottom right. Paul Goldschmidt, only 9 at bats versus Seth Lugo, but he has 6 for 9 with 2 bombs. So that's impressive. Kind of like Bryce Harper, 4 for 8 with 2 bombs versus Tyler Anderson. And same with Trey Turner hitting 500 off of Tyler Anderson. So those are the matchups, the best ones we got for August 29th. Take a screenshot. Go get some winners. Now it's time to move on to those good pitcher strikeout matchups. All right, it is time to talk some arms. We have 2 good pitcher strikeout matchups for you today. It starts out with Mr. Gavin Williams of the Guardians playing the Twinkies. Twinkies, highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 28.5%. They've been around there all season long. Williams, 68 Ks in 64 innings. He's had a pretty good year for a rookie. Next guy, Charlie Morton of the Braves, going up against the Rockies. Rockies, 4th highest K percentage versus right-handed pitching in the last 30 days at 27.9%. Uncle Charlie has 157 Ks in 141.2 innings. He's faced the Rockies twice this season, and in both games, he had exactly 8 strikeouts. So just want to let you know there. Those are the only two good matchups that we have, which means it is now time for the pitcher report. All right, we got 15 games on the slate today. These are the first 8 matchups. If you're new to the channel, this is the pitcher report. It's got everything you could ever want, including the expected ERA. And just a reminder, we just added the hits per 9 innings on the right. And on the bottom, you will see the starting pitcher average, so you have something to kind of gauge it against. So, interesting matchups. We got Tariq Skubal on the mound for the Tigers, who's been good, especially at home. The only thing the Yankees have done well is they actually hit lefties well, but Scooble is pretty freaking good. So that'll be interesting to see what gives there. And then we got another matchup that we just had recently: J.P. France and Brian Bello. I bet the Astros in that game, as you guys remember, and they lost like 158-1. It was brutal. France got absolutely crushed, and now he has to turn around and face the same Red Sox lineup. So it'll be interesting to see if he can make some adjustments. We got Pablo Lopez on the mound for the Twins. As we know, he strikes out almost 30%. It wasn't on the K matchups because Cleveland does not strike out a lot. And then Savali's just been steady Eddie. We've hit a couple bets with him on under 2.5 earned runs. He's been good going up against Alcantara, who's kind of righted the ship a little bit. I guess I'll say that. And then also Michael Lorenzen for the Phillies. Since that no hitter, he's been brutal, guys. He's been absolutely awful. Maybe he'll turn it around and get back to his old self, but it just has not been pretty since then. So, yeah, those are the first 8 matchups. Let's go check out page number 2 with the last 7. No pitcher listed yet for the Pirates. And then we got George Kirby on the mound for the absolutely red hot Mariners. It's just unbelievable, guys. They just don't know how to lose. Knock on wood. We got a good matchup though in LA. We got Kelly and Kershaw. That's a pretty fun one to watch. Arizona's been playing a little bit better baseball lately, but both guys can strike out some hitters, so that should be fun. And then other than that, nothing really great. Oh, I'm sorry, that was wrong because that's an excellent matchup. We got Corbin Burns versus Justin Steele. Two guys probably in the top 5 of the Cy Young race right now in the NL. Both have a 3.6 expected ERA. I mean, it's like a dead heat almost. Justin Steele's had a overall better season, but both are in good form. That should be a good one to watch if you like pitching, not if you like hitting. So anyways, that's what we got. Those are the 15 matchups. Take some screenshots. Go get some walk prop winners, K walk or K winners, whatever you want to bet. First 5 innings. These are the 15 matchups. And now it is time for the best bets. All right, game number 1 takes us out to Seattle, home of the world's longest floating bridge. And also, the city of Seattle, the original city, was underground. 2 useless pieces of information that I'm sure you wanted to know. Here we go. Mariners money line minus 320. The A's money line a whopping plus 260 with an over under of 7.5 runs. Best bet in this game. It's not the Mariners money line because there is no value there. It is the over 7.5 runs. I got that at minus 115. All right, here we go. Ken Waldichuk Chuck could a wood chuck chuck of a Waldichuk good chuck wood. Oh man, I didn't just bet this just to say it, but it does help. Waldichuk, he's thrown about 5+ innings in 4 straight starts. So he's throwing a little bit more innings lately. They've stretched him out. He struggles on the road, guys. A 7.43 ERA on the road compared to a 4.44 ERA at home. His K rate goes from 24.6% at home to 19.5% on the road. His walk rate is 13% on the road. He's just not very good in all aspects on the road. And now he's facing a Mariners offense. My goodness gracious. They're top 5 in OPS, top 5 in WRC plus, and in batting average at 312 versus lefties this year in the last 30 days. It's been bonkers. So I expect them to score a lot of runs. I almost went with the Mariners team total over 4.5. But over 7.5 just kind of gives me a little bit more leeway, I think. So we got George Kirby on the mound. He's been solid this year, like I've mentioned before. But you know what? He's given up some runs lately, and he will probably give up a few runs. Here we go. His only time he faced the Oakland A's was his very first major league start earlier this year, and he gave up 3 earned runs. Take that for what it is. He's probably a different pitcher now. Well, I know he is. He's given up 7 earned runs in the last 2 starts to the Royals and the White Sox. Now, I know those were on the road, and he is better at home, but he's still probably good for a couple runs because this Oakland A's offense, it's not terrible. It's not as bad as you think against righties. They have the 13th best WRC plus versus righties and the 6th best ISO power. That's right. They show a lot of power. If the A's can just get a couple runs, I think we're good. I think we're looking at like a 6-3 game type of game in this one with the Mariners winning. Minus 1.5 for the Mariners didn't have much value. The odds were crazy high also. So Give me the over 7.5 in the A's and Mariners as my first bet of the night. Now let's go to that hitter parlay. All right, it's time for maybe my favorite bet of the day. It's a hitter parlay. We got Bryce Harper and Julio Rodriguez, 1+ hit each at minus 102. I'm surprised the value's around even money. Here we go. Bryce Harper, 1+ hit in 10 of his last 11 games, and 2+ hits in 5 of his last 7. That's how good he's been. How about hitting 522 in the last week? That is just crazy. He's also hitting 287 versus lefties, so he's facing Tyler Anderson. I know, lefty on lefty. He hits righties a little better, but he still hits 287 versus lefties. Plus, as you guys know and you saw earlier in this video, in case you did skip all that stuff, he is 4 for 8 with 2 doubles and 2 bombs versus Tyler Anderson. All 4 of his hits have gone for extra base hits, so over 1.5 bases might not be a bad option either. But he's just sizzling hot right now. So I like Bryce Harper to get another hit. He'll probably get 2. And then Julio Rodriguez, that freaking baseball is like a beach ball. He is treating Major League Baseball like it's high school baseball right now for the really good players, obviously. He's having one of the best stretches I've seen in a while. He's hitting 491 in the last 15 days. For a half a month, he's holding almost a 500 batting average. 13-game hitting streak. 8 of those 13 games on the hitting streak, he's had 2 or more hits, including some with 4 or 5 hits. He's going up against, we know, Ken Waldachuk, just talked about him. He has given up the highest hits per 9 innings out of anybody on the slate of games today at 10.2, as you saw on that pitcher report. Guys, it's a great matchup. Behind him is a bad A's bullpen. I'm getting 2 superstars that are playing like superstars lately to get 1 hit each at minus 102. I absolutely love it. Lock that sucker in. Now, let's move on to that final bet. All right, the final game takes us out to Toronto, the place that is home to over 10 million trees and also is the 4th largest city in North America. You are welcome. All right, here we go. Blue Jays money line minus 205, Nats money line plus 170, over under of 8.5 runs. My best bet in this game, we're going back to the team total. We have not been running this back lately. Blue Jays team total over 4.5 runs at minus 113. Now, I know this Blue Jays team is a complete just an utter disappointment. They are frustrating for Blue Jay fans. I don't care if they win this freaking game. They can have a meltdown all they want at the end of the game again. I just need them to score 5 plus. Mackenzie Gore takes them out for the Nationals, the lefty. He has a 5.08 ERA on the road. That's one thing. And recently, here is last 5 road starts, guys. Stay with me on this one. 6 runs and 2 earned runs to the Yankees. 6 earned runs to the Phillies. 3 earned runs to the Mets. 5 earned runs to the Cubs, who usually hit righties better, not lefties. And then 7 earned runs again to the Phillies. It just has not been pretty, guys. So, I mean, the way he's been pitching, the Blue Jays could get 5 off him in the first 5 innings, to be honest with you. And like I mentioned, when I say 5 innings, he only usually goes about 4 to 6 innings, and then you get this Nats bullpen. They've been a little bit better lately. This Nats team is a little scrappy right now. They've been winning some games. I think they even have a better record than the Blue Jays since the All Star break. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. So I just love this Blue Jays team, who is 7th best and WRC plus in the last 30 days versus lefties, and they are also the 7th best batting average versus lefties. So we're talking about Mackenzie Gore, who struggles on the road, gives up a lot of runs on the road, facing a team that is a top 10 offense versus lefties at home. And they also have the 5th lowest K percentage versus lefties, so they're not going to strike out a bunch. They're going to put the ball in play. I just think, I mean, let's say at the lowest, they should have 3 or 4 runs by the time Gore leaves the game. All you need is 1 to 2 more off the bullpen. And that's kind of being conservative. I think the Jays could jump on him and jump on him pretty quick in this game. So give me the Blue Jays team total over 4.5 at minus 113 as my final bet of the night. Let's check out that bets recap page. All right, over 7.5 in the Mariners and A's game at minus 115. And then we got Bryce Harper and Julio Rodriguez, 1+ hit each at minus 102. And we finish it off with the Blue Jays team total over 4.5 runs at minus 113. There it is, guys. Those are our best bets for Tuesday, August 29th. Thank you all for the support. It's been so awesome. We are coming up on our first year anniversary on the channel and almost 6,000 subscribers. Cannot thank you guys enough. Enjoy some baseball. I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.